Hello there, and a very warm welcome to the France Buying Guide's YouTube presentation. Well, it's a few hints on integrating to life in France this week. We've got an article about why expats often leave to go back to England. I think the importance of integrating into the new community is often overlooked, and it's actually a very key point when you move to France. Now, it's more than likely that if you're with your husband or your children, your family, you're going to be talking to each other in English a lot of the time. So it's quite important to get out there and speak some French, however bad you think it might be. It might be a little bit of hard work at first and a little bit alien, but even if you just try, French people love it when we try. They don't mind if you make mistakes, so it's good to really get out there and speak as much as you can. A good tip is to join anything you can in the way of local classes or clubs. Now, most villages and towns have a really good community in France, and you'll probably find a class with something going on that suits that you like, that you used to like back in the UK. So that's quite a good tip. Also, if you're doing building work of any sort, although it might be tempting to find an English person, try using a local artisan. It may be a little bit frustrating to start with, but on the other hand, it's a good way to get into the local community. The mayor will realise what you're doing, and it'll stand you in good stead for generally integrating into your community. If you've got children, that's a really good plus because children always learn languages much more quickly than us adults, especially young ones under 10 years old. If you've got children at school, make sure you really make the most of all their social life there, invite the parents back, you'll make friends that way. Even chatting at the school gate will pay dividends for you. When it comes to shopping, the French don't tend to shop in the same way as the English. They'll do their basic shopping in supermarkets, but everyday shopping they'll do more likely in local markets and local shops. This is another really good way to meet people and to support the local community. The French tend to, obviously you've got the 2 hour lunch break, you've got to get used to that. Can be a little frustrating at times, but you do get used to it. It's good to sort of plan your day around getting up perhaps quite early, doing a big shop, going back for lunch, everyone wishes you bon appetit, and then perhaps having a siesta, especially in the summer months. And then in the late afternoon, early evening, the shops tend to get busy again. French people you'll find generally are sort of more relaxed and less uptight, I think, generally. Although they do have some particular areas of formality. They tend to use, for example, people's titles. If you've got a doctor, for example, or a lawyer, you tend to use their job title rather than their surname. So remember that. Remember too, when you go into the local shops, always say hello to everybody. They will to you, and that's just the done thing. In the summer, you'll find that a lot of France sort of shuts down, especially during August. A lot of French people have holiday homes at the beach or in the mountains. So remember that traffic can get quite bad. And also, if you're in a tourist area, you'll find the numbers really, really do increase massively. But then you're there to stay. The French actually quite enjoy heated debates. So if you're going to really integrate, why not try and join in, even if you can't discuss the world politics on a deeper level? It's great if you can join in. They tend to sit around the table, have a big meal, and do the discussion then. Remember too that families are very well respected in France. You'll often find children extremely well behaved in restaurants, in bars, in the home as well. It's just one of those things that they're keen to support their children, to give them good manners and give them emotional support as well. You don't tend to see French people sort of blaming schools for the bad behaviour of their children. It's also worth noting that you cannot pay by cheque in lots of places these days. You need to get your carte bleue or your chip and pin card going, but that's easily done. We can help you as setting up bank accounts and all the rest of it. There are lots of Anglo-French organisations all over France now, even in some villages. Have a look, ask at your local mairie, and make sure you invite the neighbours in for an apéro. It's just one of those things that to make your life easier, it's worth making the effort at the beginning. Hope that helps you, that finds you well, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye bye.